Well, we know social media can be a useful tool for finding new information or seeking advice about a wide range of things. But what about mental health? Some are turning to TikTok and Instagram for answers about their mental health conditions. But how much of that is accurate? Here to discuss it is Dr. Kojo Sarfo, a doctor of nursing practice with millions of TikTok followers. Well, thank you for joining us, sir. And first, tell us, what kind of information are people looking for and finding on social media about mental health?
Well, thank you so much for having me. And it's funny because I think that people are looking for all kinds of answers when it comes to social media and mental health. Throughout the pandemic, a lot of people have been noticing changes within themselves. So people are googling signs and symptoms of depression, anxiety, and things of that nature.
And how much of that information, doctor, can you really count on? Is it good information? How much of it is bad, too? I'd like to know.
Well, to be honest, a fair amount of it is bad, and I'm a big believer in social media. We're getting close to like 3 million followers total online, so I love it. But there are some people who, they may not be professionals, and they may be speaking from anecdotal experience, and or they may be talking about something that they researched on Google, and based on how you present it online, also keeping in mind that the fact that TikTok, the demographic is kind of young, you can put out some information in a false way, but it can look catchy and it can reach millions of people. So we do have to be careful with some of the information that you take and you believe to be true.
And doctor, I think we're all guilty of it, self-diagnosing with information on the internet or social media. What should people know?
Uh, to be honest, in this country, to receive a mental health diagnosis is a privilege. There's a lot of people who don't have access to proper care, so they feel like they need to resort to things such as self-diagnosing, and they'll watch a couple of videos and they'll believe that they have a certain condition. And even though a lot of my videos seem to reach a lot of people, I always say that there's nothing wrong with identifying with a condition. You may feel as if you have anxiety, depression, ADHD, or some type of a mental health condition. But once you feel as if you have that diagnosis, I always say that it's always best to double check with a board certified provider, just so that way you can be actually sure that you have that condition.
Yeah, check with a real doctor. And talking about real doctors, can you tell if somebody's a real doctor on TikTok or Instagram? Is there a way to vet these people?
It can be quite difficult, on the different platforms. I know, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, they're pretty big on misinformation. So, for a board certified, mental health professional, normally they'll give you a blue check, which I have, so they'll give you that blue check. But I always tell my followers that, even though I have the blue check and millions of followers, to just double check me and everybody. Feel free to Google your favorite practitioner and see where they went to school, see if they're board certified, because a lot of people take this information and really believe it and sometimes make life decisions based on it. So I always say, even regardless of whether a practitioner has a blue check or not, please do your own research just to make sure.
Yeah, you can find a lot of information on the internet in terms of where a doctor might work, what hospital, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's always a good idea. You are on TikTok. What kind of content do you share, and what are most of your followers interested in?
So on TikTok, I like to talk about mental health, but I want to make it fun. I want to make it appealing. So I use a lot of comedic skits. Sometimes I'll do songs and dances, and my content revolves around, eliminating that stigma that's attached to mental health. So a lot of people, are living with things like ADHD, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and depending on the condition that they have, sometimes they're afraid to talk about it. So when I'll talk about something like ADHD or bipolar disorder, and I put it out there in a way where people can understand that it's a medical condition, and it doesn't mean that you're faulty or defective or you're a bad person. It tends to bring a smile to people's faces. So that's the basis of my work on TikTok.
Yeah, humor is a great way to break the ice with a lot of people. Doctor, great information. Good luck to you, and thanks for joining us today.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Berger. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.